Hi there, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Natasha, welcome to my channel. Today's video is my first update for my 10 by Summer project pan. I apologize if you can hear any noise outside. I think there are some children playing across the street, so if you hear any yelling, everyone's fine, they're just playing. I have 10 products here and some really good progress to share with you, so I'm going to get started. The first product I want to talk about is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I believe in the first update I had about a third of the product left. And right now I'd say I have like an eighth of the product left, really close to being done. I don't think it'll be done next month. I think it'll be done the month after that, which is fine. It'll definitely be done before the finale. I used 2 pumps of this all over my face and I kind of concentrated on the outer portions of my face. Now that we're getting into the warmer months, I don't need as many moisturizing products on my T-zone because I get oily throughout the day anyway whenever it's warmer out. While I do enjoy using this product right now, it's not something I think I would buy again, especially for full price. I did get this for half off during an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, but I am enjoying using it up and I'm curious to see how many pumps it takes to finish. I am currently tracking it, so it'll be in a how long does it take to use up makeup video coming up very soon. The next product is from e.l.f. It's the Active Stay Out Play SPF 50 product. This is not a see-through product, so I'm just going to show you the difference in grams, how many grams I've used up in the past month. Honestly, I haven't reached for this as often as I should be reaching for it. I will put in more effort next month to make sure I use this more often. Ideally, I should be using SPF products every day. So far, I'm enjoying it. It is something that is a little bit more of a moisturizing SPF product. So if you are the type of person who gets really greasy very quickly, I don't think this is the best. But I just read in a comment on the What's Up in Makeup Facebook group that someone says they apply their SPF, they let it settle, and then they use a tissue to pat off the excess. And I think I'm going to try that next time. I think that'll really help it from getting too oily too quickly. But this should be done quickly, and as soon as that happens, I'll roll in a new SPF product to work on. The next one is the Ofra Makeup Setting Mist. This is in a Mario Badescu bottle because I prefer the sprayer on this one. And I had just started at the middle mark, at the halfway point at the beginning of the project, and I think I've made about an inch worth of progress. My goal is to use up half of what I had originally, so I want to get down to this point, kind of like where there's 2 ounces left, because this is an 8-ounce bottle. I'm getting closer to it, but I'm not using this as often because the weather has warmed up a bit, and this is not really a mattifying setting spray, and so I've been using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray instead whenever I want my makeup to last longer. So I don't use it as much as I did originally. I'm still using it to wet my eyeshadows whenever I want to foil them. If anyone has any other ways I can use this, let me know. I don't want to use it to wet my makeup sponges because that can be kind of wasteful. I can just use water for that, and I feel like I have to use a lot of product to do that. And I don't want to like just burn through it just to use it up. I want to enjoy using it. I do have 2 months left in the project, so I'm still very optimistic that I can have this finished. I'm just gonna have to find a way to get more creative with it. The next product is the IT Cosmetics Je ne sais quoi Lip Vitality Flush. This is a clear lip balm that turns into more of a pinky color on your lips. I'm wearing it on my lips today. I've been using this very often. I really like it. I use it pretty much on a daily basis, and I've made pretty good progress, at least a couple millimeters worth of progress. So I have no doubt that it'll be done by the end of the project. It's just something that is getting a little bit older. I really love using it, but I lost it for a little bit and now it's back in my life, and I want to finish it before it goes bad. Once I use up enough product that it has leveled off and it's flat with the packaging, I will most likely still use the back of my fingernail to kind of dig more product out. There's a ton left inside of there, and so I do plan on getting every little bit out of this. It's one of my favorite lip balms, and it's $20, so you bet I'm going to get as much product as I can out of this thing. The next product I want to talk about is the powder foundation from Tarte. It's the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation in the shade Fair Honey. This is a really nice everyday powder foundation. I've been using it a lot more regularly. I don't use it every day, especially on the weekends. I tend to prefer using my Smashbox liquid foundation for like whenever I'm going out or meeting up with friends. I just like the way it looks better on my skin than this, but it's great for an everyday basis like at work and stuff. So I've been using this a lot more regularly. I don't think the photo's gonna show a ton of progress, and honestly, I don't know if the grams are gonna show that much progress either, even though I have been using it more often. I'm really hoping I can have this done by the end of the project, but at this point, I don't know for sure. I like this product enough to finish it, but I've had it for quite a few years. This is probably one of the oldest products in my collection, so I would like to finish it soon. The next product I want to talk about is from Too Faced. It's the Love Flush Long Lasting 16-Hour Blush in the shade Baby Love. I don't like that the gold on the lettering has already faded. It faded off pretty quickly. That's one thing about the design that I don't love. I use this on an everyday basis. I think it's a really great everyday color. I hadn't thought I made very much progress until I looked at the photos from last month and I realized I actually expanded the pan quite a bit, which is really exciting. That was a really great motivator for me to see that much progress in a month's time because I use it every day and I kind of forgot what it looked like originally, and it's made me all the more confident that I'll be able to have it done very soon. If it's not finished by the end of the project, it'll at least be incredibly close. The next product is from Wet n Wild. It's their bronzer in the shade Reserve Your Cabana. It's kind of like a skin tone powder with a little bit of a sheen for me, and I feel like I've expanded the pan quite a bit, and I've also been using a lot of the product on this side here, so I've really been thinning out the product as well. I feel like I'm making good progress, much better than if I didn't have it in my project, because it's a product I really forget about very often, even though I enjoy using it. I've been using it to set my eyeshadow primer, and another thing I've been using it for is setting my foundation on my cheeks. Someone in the comments mentioned that in my introduction video, and that was such a helpful tip. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, which is fine to have on my cheeks. I don't like having it all over my face, which is why I didn't use it as a setting powder originally. But I can use it on my cheeks because I'm going to put like shimmery blushes and highlighter there anyway, but I do need to set my foundation so I can put powder products on top. So it works perfectly for that. It's close enough to my skin tone. It does have SPF 15 in it. I don't know if that's actually good anymore because I've had this for so long, but I'm really excited to be making so much progress on this, and hopefully I'm really confident I can have this done by the end of the project. The next one is another Wet n Wild powder. It's the Mega Glow Contouring Palette Contour in the shade Dulce de Leche. I've made a little bit of progress on the bronzer, but I've actually made a lot of progress on this yellow powder. I use this to set my under eyes every day. I used it today. I use the bronzer regularly also, but I was trying to finish up a Laura Geller bronzer for the first 2 or 3 weeks of the project, so I haven't gotten to use this one every day like I normally do with bronzers in my project pans. Now that I've used up the Laura Geller bronzer, I can focus on this every day, and I imagine I will make a lot more progress on this side next month. I'm not sure if I will repress it because I know a lot of people say that they don't have a lot of success repressing it. It's a very powdery formula, and repressing it kind of makes it even more powdery. I might just crush up the two sides and put them in little jars, either mixing them together or keeping them apart. I'm not sure. Hopefully I can keep it intact for at least a little bit longer so I can just use it in the pan and not have to worry about making a mess repressing it or putting it into little jars and stuff. But I'm really excited with how much progress I've made so far. And the very last product is the Kevyn Aucoin contouring powder in the shade Light. In my introduction, I had already hit pan on it, and my goal is to finish it up. And judging by how much I've expanded the pan, I really still feel confident that I can finish it. I might have to repress it pretty soon, maybe at the end of next month, because it's getting a little bit harder to fully coat my brush. On a regular basis, I still use it underneath my cheekbones and underneath my jawline, and sometimes when I have a little bit more extra time getting ready, I'll use it to contour my nose and use it also as a crease color on my lids. Beautiful contour shade, enjoying using it every day, and I'm really excited to have this used up. So those are all the products I have to talk about today. I'm really excited about the progress I've made. I feel like these were all products I can use every day on a regular basis, so I hope to have just as much progress to share with you next month, if not more. Let me know, once again, I always ask, but I always mean it, please let me know if there's any creative ways I can use these products to use them up faster. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!